everyone. So I'm gonna be demoing Eco 6.4, which we're working on right now. Show you a few of the things we're getting in there and play a little bit of Eco. So feel free to ask any questions in the chat. And the first thing I'm gonna do is harvest this farm that I've got growing. Get out my trusty scythe. Actually, tomatoes I can just pick right up. This wheat is a tricky one. So one thing you can see we have new is these pop-up controls. So when you look at something, you can see what it'll do. For example, you have an axe, you go up to a tree, it's going to tell you, well, it's supposed to say chop actually. But you can pick up the berries, you can cut the wheat, you know. So that should make it a lot easier to understand the various controls for the game. Looks like I'm out of inventory space. I'm gonna go dump some stuff. So this build is coming out in 1 week. It's going to be our last build before beta and our Steam launch. Alright, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Save that for later. Yeah, looks like my scythe is about dead. Might need to make a new one actually. Let's see. There we go. Easy enough. More tomatoes. So in Eco, a growth cycle is about 1 real-time day. So each day you log in, you can collect the crops that have grown since you were last there. And the playtime before the meteor hits is defaults to 30 days. And that's something that you can change later. See if we can see the meteor. We added a doomsday clock on it recently. Oh, quite a nice night. No, that's just the moon. Let's see what we got in the chat. So last thing I was working on was getting some research going. Yeah, we can take a look at our new skills dialogue that Margie and Craig put together. So now we have the 3 kind of main categories where we have you know, the top level is the profession, and then you can get different specialties within that profession. So, you know, carpenter, chef, engineer. We're still setting up the icons for these, so a lot of those are missing. But and then within these you have a smaller tree. So before we had really sprawling trees, and this is just a bit more organized. And in order to learn specialties, it costs a increasing amount of skill points. So if I learn baking, you see the campfire just went up 15 points. But I can unlearn it, and I will get half of those skill points back, but it'll make stuff cheaper. So you can see you have to really choose what specialties you want. So if you're playing with multiple people, you can kind of split these up, because while you can theoretically get as many specialties as you want, they're gonna keep going, keep getting more expensive to have to know everything basically. So let's get my baking back. You know what? I think some baking efficiency. Ooh, campfire. Get some campfire cooking. That one's pretty cheap and I got lots of points. Maybe we start with that for now. Actually, let's upgrade my basic baking. I want to make some huckleberry pies. That's level 4, so I can check out the recipe for this. Flour, huckleberries, tallow. And I don't think I have any tallow. Alright. Let's finish this off. So previously I'd been using Sean's mill over here. Oh, actually, you can see the pollution starting to spread from this gigantic tower of tailings over here. The ground is starting to get kind of rotted. So eventually that should start killing off the grass around here. So I was using Sean's cool mill. Let's go see if my stuff is finished. There we go. Got a bunch of flour. Still missing. Cool, so I can just add that wheat right in there. You can just drag and drop it in now. So let's see what I got for my pie recipe. Is this an oven? It's a kiln. So get flour. So tooltips are one of the big ways of understanding what's going on in the game. So if we look at the recipes inside flour, we got huckleberry pie recipe. It's going to need 6.5 flour. You know what? I'm going to turn up my efficiency so I can just click that and it'll take me to the skill. And I can spend a few to get it much higher. So now huckleberry pie should be, yeah, much cheaper. 2 flour instead of 6, and then 10 huckleberries. 1 tallow. Ask an expert to craft it in. Yep, that's me. Expert baker. Alright, I need huckleberry pie. I'm gonna need tallow. So where do I get tallow? One thing I actually added recently is making these easier to traverse when they're nested, which I'm not sure if is in this build. So tallow I can craft at a bunch of different places. Oh, I can just craft it at the campfire. So maybe I'll do that. Let's see where a campfire's at. So pull up a mini map here. Oops. This shows all the player properties in the world. And then we can see what's around for cooking. So we got a few mills out here. Craig's got a mill. Okay, there's a campfire there. Let's go use this campfire. Where was that? is. So in order to get that to work, it's going to need fuel. Oh, great. Somebody is nice enough to put it in there. And campfire turkey will make tallow. So let's order one of those. Ah, I need to actually get a turkey for that. You know what? I think I have some meat at the house. Go check that out. DJ Toxic Bullets asking, is there a way of countering pollution? So there's always going to be some effect from it. So a lot of it is where you store it, where you transfer it. If you bury it, though, that does reduce the impact that it has. And then we're going to be adding green energy stuff in the future, so it'll be easier to get power without damaging the ecosystem as much. Alright, I really need tallow. I can see if anybody's selling tallow for sale. No tallow. Oh, but I have turkey carcasses for sale. Oh, someone must have bought those. Let me check my store sales. See my store here. Sold out of all this good stuff. I don't think anybody's been shopping in my store. So Eric's got a much cooler store over here than me. Let's see what's for sale here. Lots of meat. He's buying animal carcasses. I'll go catch some. Let's see what we got. Do I have any arrows? No, I don't have any arrows. Crud. So I'm gonna need to get arrows before I can actually... Somebody's got to be selling arrows. Oh, no, no arrows right now. Ah, somebody's already selling huckleberry pies. Oh no, he wants huckleberry pies. Sweet. So this is one of the things that lets you play asynchronously, is the economy viewer. So you can see, you can sell these things to people even if they're offline. Contracts, we don't have any on our server right now, but you can set up jobs for people via that. And you can see what tables are available to craft at, how much currency is in circulation. So it looks like Eric's got the most currency out there. Alright, so I'm going to chop down a tree. Oh crap, my freaking axe is broken. Just one thing after another. Alright, so I think my scythe is good. So let's check out where that new scythe went. There it is. Swap it out for this busted one. And then the axe, I'm going to need to make a new one. Stone axe. So DJ Toxic Bullets asking, how do you bury pollution from smokestacks? So obviously air pollution you're not going to be able to bury. So that's going to just affect the world around you regardless of what you do in a lot of ways. And based on where you're doing it, it can affect the surrounding region more. So it's a good idea to put those outside of town. But you also need to kind of monitor the rate that it's releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, because that can actually start to raise the temperature of the planet over time and even raise the sea levels. Alright, let's go chop down something. You know what, I'm going to bring my little cart. Wow, look at this freaking tree right in my way. It's perfect. Oops, too hungry. Need some more tomatoes. Uh-oh. Ah, crap. Well, that's at the bottom of the lake now. Oh well, at least it's not in my way. Let's go chop down one of these other trees. Alright, put that in my stockpile. Okay. See our new wood meshes here. It's the new hewn logs. It's a new type of logs we're going to have. This gives a much different look. Alright, let's make some arrows. Bow efficiency. Let's get some bow efficiency. Ooh, it's kind of costly. Oh well. I gotta get rid of some stuff first. Get rid of this cereal germ. I'm gonna need a new chest. There we go. Oh, I need the skill first. Get basic crafting. It's gonna let me build my chest. There we go. For now, let's put some crap into here. I'm gonna organize this stuff. One thing we're planning to add is garbage, although that's probably not going to be till after beta. Okay, oh, there's arrows. I got a bunch of arrows. Alright, let's get some... Go hunt some animals so I can get some tallow so I can bake my freaking pie. see that stack of pollution all the way out here. Ooh, look at this cool ramp someone built. Oh, there's an animal. Feel bad killing the fox, they're so cute. Let's go with that turkey, it's tastier. Dang, they can move. Where is he? Bet that's him. Yes, got him. Not enough room. Man, it's obnoxious not having enough room. Plant fibers, I'll just eat those seeds. Alright, got myself a turkey. Let's get some corn while I'm here. Nothing like some wild corn. So water is one thing we're working on for beta. Gonna get it looking a little bit nicer before we ship it. So our beta and Steam release are both February 6. Alright, here's a campfire. Let's see if I can use it. Campfire turkey. It's going to give me 1 tallow. Well, we'll do it for now. Tallow's kind of hard to come by, actually. Alright, it's gonna be a couple minutes. Actually, where did that go? Ah, yeah, that should give me the tallow. Let's go back and see if my chest is done. And dump some of this material. So once we get into beta, there's still a ton of work we want to do, but we can start filling out the later game, adding a lot more content, just kind of stepping it up in general. Alright, storage chest. It's basically just going to be a garbage chest. Let's put that right there. So, get rid of all my junk. I'll hold on to that. My flour. Don't need these beets right now. What does that say? I'll hold on to those seeds. I don't need these 2 workbenches or this broken hoe for now. Okay, that should be enough room. Alright, I'm gonna go get my tallow and bake my pie. Tina asks, is there any way to restore the land and destroy the tailings? Yeah, you can actually bury it is the main way to do it right now. Eventually I'd like to add treatment processing. Oh, you can see here some of our new blenders. So before, if there's dirt next to grass, it would just be like a hard edge. But it just looks a lot nicer now. We have this blend going on there. Okay. Thanks for watching, Alan. We'll try to be productive for you. Okay, oh sweet. Alright, I got my freaking tallow. Time to make my pie. Actually, how much does a pie cost? So tallow at the... Oh, here we go. Recipes. Huckleberry. Okay, 1 tallow. Sweet. So I should be able to handle that. Could definitely be nice to have a few more, though. Oh, we can start with 1. Brian suggests looking at having invasive plants and animal species in the game. Yeah, that's... I kind of have that, but I can show you the world layers. So this shows you all the population of the game. Like if we want to look at our clam population, you can see it highlights on the map where it's at. So we got lots of clams in the ocean here, tons of them. And a few clams in the river, so if I wanted to go clam hunting, there's a few places I could do it. And then over here, not much at all. So this is how the simulation works. And we're adding features that you can really explore this in depth to see how all the simulations fit together, because so much of the game is about understanding that and then planning around it. Steam version, yes, the Steam version will always be the most up-to-date version once it hits Steam. Alright. Where's my oven? Here we go. Oh no, that's a kiln. I tried to bake a pie in a kiln. That's so silly. Alright, where's the freaking ovens? Oh, does no one have an oven? I thought Sean had an oven. No, maybe nobody has an oven yet. Let's see, let me turn this back off. And not follow players, I can get a good look around. You know, I don't see any ovens. Actually, I can look on here too. Tables. Ooh, this should not sort by first name. Well, maybe my next mission is to make an oven. Also want to ask about the XYZ blocks. Those are blocks that don't have art in yet. I'm not actually sure what those are. So, feature of our alpha build. You can probably see some more of them down here. This is Sean's little hideaway spot. He's got a sawmill and what's this? Oh, he's got his whole room back here. Oh yeah, so we can look at a. This is the server list of players where you can set your objectives. Mine is to become the best miller. My new objective: bake a huckleberry pie. Let's see. Yep, you can grow plants and trees. You cannot dig a hole and jump through the world, unfortunately. You'll eventually reach the bottom. Okay. You know what? My mission in life is to build an oven. I'm gonna get out of here with unstuck. It's kind of a key one to learn. Put you at the top level. So let's look at oven. If I say the word baking oven, maybe? Well, let's see what... Huckleberry pie. Bakery oven. Quarry. Okay, so there's a couple quarries. Let's see what this is going to take. 30 bricks, 10 iron ingots. My goodness. That's going to take a little time to get. So iron ingots and bricks. Let's see if those are available. No, doesn't look like it. Okay. So getting into the whole smithing angle is going to be pretty important to getting up to bakery. So that's probably going to be my next mission. When we play next. Oh look, a bug. Yeah. I'm gonna try to chop that. That looks new. I think that's something we gotta fix for release. Cool. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a playtest session and get back to programming. Thanks for coming by, and as always, post on our Facebook or on our Discord, and we're hanging out there, working late tonight, so chat to you soon. Alright, see you guys.